Last year, when we moved into our new house, the previous owners had installed a Ring Video Doorbell. It was the first generation, and it was actually very useful until it eventually stopped working for us. I had to make a decision about what kind of doorbell I would purchase next. While I did like the Ring Video Doorbell, we were slowly transitioning to be a Google household, at least as far as home automation goes. We're still very much Apple when it comes to our day-to-day computing. I had wanted to try out the Nest Hello because we had previous experience with Nest with the learning thermostat. So we went out and we purchased the Nest Hello Video Doorbell. Here's what that's been like for the last year. Before we jump right in here, please take literally 1 second and click that like button for me. It really does help the channel. Okay, here we go. So on the Google Store website, they list 6 major benefits they offer over other smart doorbells, clearly aiming for the Ring line of products. The first is 24/7 streaming and continuous video recording. 4:3 HD video designed to show people head to toe. HDR video shows sharp details even in bright and dark areas. Person, motion, and sound alerts to detect visitors. Can recognize family and friends and send a special alert. And pre-recorded quick responses. So let's break each of these features down and talk about my experience with them. 24/7 streaming and continuous video recording. First of all, this requires a Nest Aware subscription, which starts at about $8 a month. This basically gives you 30 days of event video history, or 60 days if you go with the Nest Aware Plus, and it allows you to continuously record 24 hours a day. So you can look at the video feed before or after the motion or sound event. I actually didn't realize this until I started making this video, but apparently I was on the old version of the Nest Aware subscription. I only had the 5-day event video history instead of 30 days. And as you can see here, I opted to pay a couple of extra bucks and get the new version. Here's how that looks in the app. The default view is called Event History View. Event history shows you an overview of what your camera has detected, like motion, sound, or doorbell rings, so that you can view what has happened at a glance. You can switch to the sightline view to see what Nest calls the activity track, showing you the time and duration of certain activities. The rest of the sightline will show you the time in between activities, where you can view the saved footage before and after recorded events. This only lasts for up to 10 days, after which it just keeps the events. 4:3 HD video designed to show people from head to toe. Well, to put this to the test, let's review some footage of some people walking up to the door. I'll let you be the judge here. When someone is standing at your door, I wouldn't exactly call this a head to toe view, but I agree the aspect is acceptable. HDR video shows sharp details even in bright and dark areas. I have really never noticed any quality issues, even at night. I've been quite impressed with the image quality and the night vision this camera provides. I would need to dig into this a lot more to give a proper review, but from what I can tell, I can still see a lot of detail, even in low light or in bright spots, whenever that situation comes up. Person, motion, and sound alerts to detect visitors. I can personally vouch for this after using the doorbell for a year now. In fact, I quickly customized some of the settings as I noticed I was getting too many notifications. Eventually, I turned off the motion and sound notifications and simply set it to alert me when it sees people or a doorbell ring occurs. Can recognize family and friends and send a special alert. This is an optional feature, meaning you have to enable this feature if you want to use it. Not everybody is comfortable with facial recognition, and Google even states that you should be getting consent from your guests if you're going to be using this feature on them. However, once the camera identifies a person, you have the opportunity to name that person to become a familiar face. Then the next time that person rolls up, the app will actually announce their name in the notification. I have found this works reliably well, or at least 9 out of 10 times in my experience. My only wish list item here would be if, instead of training it to recognize certain people that you name in the app, if you could link it with Google Photos, where you already have identified people to create a database for the camera. Pre-recorded quick responses. This is another thing that I didn't even realize until I went to make this video. When someone rings your doorbell, you of course have the handy microphone button if you want to talk to them, but you also have these quick responses. You can choose from 3 options. The options are, you can leave it, we'll be right there, or no one can come to the door. I think this is a pretty handy feature now that I've discovered it. However, I must admit it would be nice if you could create more custom responses and perhaps even record your own voice. So that's the rundown of the main features Google highlights about the Nest Hello Video Doorbell. After a year, what do I think? Well, I'm pretty happy with it. The performance has been good. The big differences I have noticed over the old Ring Video Doorbell we had is the image quality. The speed at which I can go from clicking the notification to be viewing the live feed. And the connection to our home Wi-Fi network seems stronger too. Those technical advantages probably stem from just being a newer product. The newer Ring models are likely much better as well. But I'm also getting more into the Google ecosystem slowly and surely, so this doorbell fits in quite nicely. Once again, if you've gotten some value from this video, please take a second and click that like button to support the channel. And subscribe for more Technology Paul. We'll see you in the next one.